At this time, we have no part for public comment. We'll move on to approval of the consent agenda. Consent agenda documentation may be reviewed at the district office. Upon request of a governing board member, an item on consent agenda can be removed and discussed as a regular agenda item. Do I have a motion for the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes carried. This time we'll move on to comments from the governing board. You have your ammunition in front of you. Are there any comments from the governing board?
Mr. President, members of the board, Mr. Islas, I just want to again thank Ms. Quesada and everyone involved in this Escobedo and everyone who's part of the process of consolidating those schools together. This could be a very contentious thing, and she's very appreciative. Or show my appreciation to both schools and both faculties for being able to deal with the situation and make sure that everybody is taken care of and that everything's on track to go with that. Outside of that, I just want to throw in that I don't think I mentioned this last time. The expo was fantastic. I was just blown away by the performance. What were those two schools represented in that band? Cordova Middle School in Barcelona, and they were doing fantastic. It was amazing. I am jealous as somebody who can barely play the recorder. I am jealous of their ability, and it was just so cool to see. And thank you to everybody, Dr. White and everybody else who was involved in that process of making sure that happened. It's just got better and better every single year. So on that, also just want to wish everybody happy holidays. Thank you for your work. Hope everything is safe, everything is good. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, everything in between. Thank you, guys.
Any other comments from the governing board?
Yeah, I want to second what Adam said. The expo was absolutely fabulous. You put on a great show. I was so impressed with the performers. Oh my gosh, because if you heard the ones in our district, you'd be like, oh. So it was great. I loved it. Don't tell them I said that. But no, seriously, I was so impressed, and there was just so many vendors there. You guys did a fabulous job, so thank you. I remembered the one from the year before, and you did just as well this year as you did last year. I also want to wish you happy holidays, however you celebrate it. Please be safe, enjoy your 2 weeks off, and come back ready to go.
Any other comments?
I just wanted to wish everybody happy holidays, and also I wanted to let you know that in the past year I've embarked in being a founding member of the Arizona Latino School Board Association, and we've already did our 501c and our 501(4) that will be coming, and we will kick it off in January. And only the state of Texas and the state of California have an Arizona Latino School Board Association, and Senator Martin Quesada is the president of our Latino board, and Stephanie Para, who's a governing board member for the Phoenix Union High School District, is our vice president, and Francisca Montoya, Latina trailblazer here in this city, is our treasurer, and Corina Mortegal from Tolleson will be our secretary. So you will start hearing a lot more about that board in the coming years. Thank you.
President Zamora, members of the board, and Mr. Islas, I also want to second the statements that were made by my board members. The only one event that I didn't hear mentioned, but maybe I just didn't hear it, was the Veterans Breakfast. It was amazing. The organization, the work behind it, it was very patriotic. It included members of our staff who are veterans. It included children performing, singing, doing poetry. It was just beautiful, and I heard a lot of positive comments on the first Veterans Day breakfast. And I also want to end with how important it is that as we celebrate the holidays or Christmas, that we stay safe. That anything that can be done tomorrow, go ahead. I say wait until tomorrow. Don't rush. You don't want to get in an accident. You want to stay safe, keep the family safe, know where your family members are at all times. This has been a very difficult time in the United States of America. So I want to just make that comment. Thank you.
Okay, well, the only comment I had, and I'm going to piggyback up on what you said, was I was going to thank everyone involved for the Veterans Day breakfast. I thought it was a great success. I want to personally thank you as a veteran myself. I was overwhelmed, especially when they played taps and saw such, the children singing so beautifully and reciting the poem. And I mean, there's times that me and my wife, we feed veterans on Veterans Day. And so the following day, we fed over 200 veterans from different homes. And I couldn't help but tell the story over and over again about how they recited that poem and how they came up and sang, and then the playing the taps. And there wasn't a dry eye in the house. And it was just such a wonderful event. So from the bottom of my heart, my family, my father, as a veteran, thank you so much. It was a very big success. With that, I will say, please, truly be careful. We know about all the events that are happening throughout the United States and the world. And, some of those are educators. Some of those are students. Some of those are family and friends of somebody, and brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers. And how important it is for us to remember close to our heart that could be any of us. And that could be here. But with all of your professionalism, with all of your training and your knowledge, I know that if anything were to occur here, that you guys would be professional and you would safeguard your children. And I have my full trust in that as my children and grandchildren continue to go to the schools here. And so thank you very much for all you do. Please be safe. With that, we're going to go to comments from the public. At this time, I'll call forward Gabriel Zermeno. He's going to be speaking to us about Cooper. You do have 3 minutes. We will check that as 3 minutes. When you do hear the bell, please move off the mic, and our Mr. Clerk will be taking that time, and Mr. Zermeno, go ahead.
President Zamora, members of the board, Superintendent Islas, and members of the community. My name is Gabriel Zermeno. I live at 3745 West 7 Lane. I'm a lifelong resident of the area. I graduated from Sabine Primary and Sabine West. I also recently graduated from ASU while simultaneously serving in the Arizona Army National Guard. I just want to bring to your attention a great matter that's happening in the Alhambra community. I want you guys to be made aware of what will potentially take place in a few short months. In a matter of weeks, a grocery store by the name of El Super will bring forth a plan to create a marketplace on the former Childress Buick property at 23rd Avenue in Camelback, nearest to Westwood School. The reason why this is of great concern to you is because of the negative impact this will bring in our neighborhoods. The Alhambra area is quickly becoming a progressive area with a mix of old residents, young students, and recently the GCU students that are attending there. For years, we have worked on getting rid of drugs, illegal activities, and other influences that have surrounded our area and that surround our children on a daily basis. I believe that welcoming El Super into our neighborhood is a bad step, and it moves in a negative direction. Tonight, I encourage you or any other night to drive by one of these markets, the closest being on 51st Avenue, Indian School, and look at just what they bring to the neighborhood. They bring in sanitary conditions along with congestion to the area. The streets cannot handle any more traffic, and more traffic for us means less safety for our kids. Even if El Super does save us money in the long run, we can't afford the negative impact. El Super is known for taking advantage of fragile communities such as ours, communities with low-income families that cannot afford to go elsewhere. So as a direct consequence, they refuse to maintain their property, they refuse to abide by health standards, all because they know we won't do anything about it. Our neighborhood deserves a market that will be inviting and respectful to all people, including our new GCU student neighbors. We deserve a market that respects us and our way of life. Don't allow rich special interests to dictate the way we shop and maintain our quality of life. I implore you to stand against ADEA and what they have planned in our area. We deserve better. You and our board can help us ensure that our neighborhood will improve and be respected. And I encourage you guys to support this diverse community that we are fostering in this area. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you. Elisa Avalos, zoning of supermarket.
Good evening, Superintendent Islas, President Zamora, and members of the governing board. My name is Elisa Avalos, and I graduated from Montebello Elementary, and I'm currently a senior over at Central High School. And I'm asking you to oppose the zoning request on the supermarket, El Super, on 23rd Avenue in Camelback. I am concerned that the extra traffic the market would attract will put students who walk to and from school safety at risk. As we know, Camelback Road is an already very busy street, and adding the market would only cause more issues that we do not want to put our students at risk of. Thank you.
Thank you. Gilbert Romero, and he'll be speaking on El Super.
Superintendent, members of the governing board. My name is Gilbert Romero, and I'm a community organizer, specifically around this community of Alhambra. I'm asking you tonight to not support the proposed construction of the El Super supermarket on 23rd Avenue in Camelback. El Super is not a trusted community partner, and it would not be necessary or needed for this community for El Super to be building one of their stores in this neighborhood. El Super proposed, they market themselves as like your friendly neighborhood supermarket, when in reality they're owned by a multi-billion-dollar Mexican corporation called Chedraui. They're not a good community partner, and it would endanger students because, it took me about 30 minutes to drive from 19th Avenue to here just on Camelback. This traffic's already bad enough already. It would endanger the students who walk home every day. It would bring crime. It would bring unneeded traffic to that area, and it would endanger students' lives, in my opinion. So I hope that you will bring this to attention, the zoning, to the city council, and express your concern over the community who is here present and for the students who would be impacted by this. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. It's Reyes, right? Yes, Ms. Reyes. Reyes?
Reyes.
Reyes. Okay, I'm sorry. And I want to apologize for not saying your first name because I've never seen that name before. Can you help us out?
Yeah. So my name is Xochitl Reyes. And so I'm in here to talk to the board, our superintendent. I actually promoted from Cordova Middle School and also attended Alhambra College Preparatory when it existed. And right now I just go to Phoenix College. But, I've been in this community. I grew up around 31st Avenue in Bethany Home. So I know the area pretty well, and now I live on 27th Avenue in Bethany Home, so still in the district. And I'm just asking you guys to oppose the proposed development of a supermarket. I just don't think it'll be good for our community, everything that it offers and the way that supermarket works. I just don't agree with it, and so I hope you guys oppose it as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, future meetings. An organizational meeting study session of the governing board will be held on January 7, 2016, and a regular meeting of the governing board will be held January 21st, 2016. All meetings will be held here at 6:30 unless otherwise posted, and that'll be here. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We stand adjourned.